Hi, so it's me, Nicolette Mashile, obviously. I don't know why I introduce myself in every single video when you guys can see it's me, and this also is playing on my channel. But in any case, I am doing the Get to Know Me tag, the money version. Before I answer these questions, I just want to tell you what some of you guys nisile. And my questions were, wow, guys, wow, okay, wow. Some of your questions actually, but in any case, I'm going to try and answer them as truthfully as possible, right? So let's start. What's the first financial book that you read and who got it for you? Well, the first financial book I read, I think like everybody, is a cliche, very boring. I read, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. It was lying around in boarding school. I used to live in a boarding house and the book was there. It was part of the books that we had. So nobody specifically bought it for me. My parents didn't buy me any financial books. In actual fact, the financial books in my house at home right now are like textbooks. My parents are not about financial education, although the one lesson my dad did teach my sister and I is work hard and make money, because I'm not going to support you forever and I'm not going to allow you to get married to a man who is going to abuse you financially. The second question is, would you date a guy that earns less than you, even if he is great in other aspects? Like, I mean, geez, I thought we were like easing into these questions and boom, there's the question. The Nicolette today, because I have dated guys that earn less than me, no, I would not. It's just a lot of stress, guys. And okay, wait, let me be honest. I would date a guy that is making money, even if he's making less than me, but he must be making money enough for us to go out, enough for him to be able to cover us if we have an emergency, enough for him to be able to pay for his side if we're going to a holiday or we're going to watch a concert or something like that, right? My biggest thing is I don't mind paying, but I don't want to get to a point where I start resenting you because I feel like there is an entitlement or an expectation for me to pay all the time. So I don't mind. I have dated guys that earn far less than me, but also it's about when do these guys actually earn less than me, because remember, I work in a space where I might make a lot of money in 1 month and then for the next 2-3 months I make less than him, or you know, so I make big chunks of money whereas somebody might make money consistently. So I also think that's the difference, right? Also, I invest my money in a lot of passive stuff, so I might not earn today a lot of money, but my passive income, when we put it together, makes quite a substantial amount of money, but it's not money I'm willing to spend. So I might not earn actively a lot more money than another person, but I might have, and it's the same, it's vice versa. You might find that in his job the person is earning a very small salary, but they've got other assets. So I think for me what's really important is that you must have assets, or you must be working towards acquiring some assets. So I would rather deal with a healthy net worth than deal with somebody that earns more money than me. But I think the biggest thing is the resentment thing, because people get tired, and also because a lot of people or the guys that I dated who did earn less than me, they got used to it, and I don't blame them, because I'm the type of person who doesn't mind paying, so I'll just pay because it's my natural instinct. But I think they got too comfortable in me just paying that now they didn't offer, or they didn't even initiate us going somewhere to eat or on holiday or a little getaway, you know, a young short left nyana. I mean, come on, now if you're watching this video, anyway, what are my money dials? So Ramit Sethi speaks, the guy who wrote the book I'll Teach You How to Be Rich, speaks about things called money dials. I write about these in my book. Money dials basically are things that you don't mind paying whatever amount of money that you pay for, but they give you the highest satisfaction. So mine are, one, food. Yo guys, I love food. I absolutely love food. It's probably why I can't cook. Okay, I can cook, but I don't cook like fancy food that I like. But also I'm a picky eater, so I don't mind paying anything for food, ways to make food. So your steamers, like food equipment, like kitchen things, like your steamer, your pressure cooker. Actually, I like convenience. So I like anything that makes my life easier, to be quite honest. But also I would hop on a flight and go to Cape Town for lunch, or Durban for like dinner, like a young carinyana. Yeah, so because I really love food. So food is my money dial. And also I like fresh food, hey? So I don't mind paying for anything for food. And I mean, me and Woolworths is my kitchen basically. My other money dial is school and educational things like books, like educational software, like I'll pay for anything, and I love getting educated. So I can do 1 or 2 or 3 courses at the same time because I understand like isikolo. But tufundile basho mina because I love school. I really enjoy school. I enjoy learning. Probably why I'm so stubborn about a lot of things. The next thing is if you had a little extra cash, would you rather put additional money into your home loan or would you deposit a car? So I think it's personal finance for a reason, right? In today's me today, I would definitely put a deposit down for a car. I've been driving my car for the past 5 years, and my car is starting to show wear and tear and age. So I definitely would put some money into a new car. Also because for me, a car is a very important asset, but it also because I have got properties already. So I guess for somebody who doesn't have property or who just got their property, so I guess that's what she's talking about. Yeah, I wouldn't put money into a property right now. I would definitely buy a car. But the Nicolette before this would probably have done something differently. Also, I learned from Garrett Ganderson about the cash index, and it's about making sure that you've got enough cash flow. So which of your debts will release more cash flow if you were to pay them off? So I guess I would do my calculations. If I find that paying off the installment on a car with a deposit will make me release more money and let me have more cash flow than paying off my property, I definitely would put my money into a deposit of a car. All right, how did you start investing in property, and how do you keep it going? So I invested, my first property was a 2-bedroom loft. I was going jogging. I was living in the estate where I bought, and my then boyfriend and I were going jogging. I mean, really, like, I should have known that relationship wasn't going to work. Why are you making me jog? Honestly, like, I hate chasing air. Like, what's chasing me? Like, honestly. Anyway, we're going jogging, and then we saw these signs, these Pam Golding signs. So we went up to the top of the floor or the building, the block which I lived in, and they were selling a loft, and it had a tenant. So they were selling it at a reasonably lower price because it had a lease that was standing. I didn't mind the tenant, so I signed the offer to purchase. I transferred the money. I bought it cash, and Bob's was your uncle. And I knew nothing about property when I bought it. What I knew was buy property before you buy a car. And Aramis Kelempi here had already bought a car, so I was like, geez, I need to put my money somewhere. So I put it in property. If I had known better, I would have done something else with my money. I would have started a business, but I didn't know any better then. All I wanted was my money tied up in something, and I found an asset. And to be quite honest, as I said, I didn't have a strategy when I bought it. But now I know better, and how do I keep it going? I make sure that my rent is always above market, but I do this by giving my tenants other things. So I will like maybe put in furniture or fiber or Wi-Fi or DSTV so that they don't feel it, but my rent is above market. And I've had good tenants, especially in that specific unit. Look, I've had nightmare tenants in my other units, but in the loft I've had some really great tenants. So yeah, I'm grateful for that. And also sometimes when I see my tenant is doing really great and paying on time, I don't do the annual increases of rent. I maybe skip a year. Okay, Next question. I want to know how the financial bunny started. When in your financial journey did you feel you had enough knowledge and confidence to teach? Have you been able to... Okay, let's start with the one question. So when we started, or when I started, it was called Peraka Mosadi. So for some of you who started with me in the beginning, when I started this journey, that was back in 2016, around about October, I think I put my first video. I was sitting outside my workplace. I had just resigned. I was the first one to get to work still. That just makes me an exemplary employee. And I was talking about how I had failed my degree, but I had managed to actually buy a property and do all those things. But I was lucky, let's not lie, right? I was very lucky. Remember that I was about to resign in 2014. And my boss said, no, don't resign. And I said, okay, but what can I get out of this business? And they were like, no, we can pay you more money. And I was like, no, you can't pay. I don't need any more money. You guys are already paying me a lot. And then that's how I negotiated to start my own business and subcontract to the advertising agency I was working at. And also remember that that was me taking a big fat chance. Like, I had balls of steel, because I was just like, listen, I want to start my own business and you guys are going to subcontract to me. And we did what do you call it? Like a kind of procurement process where they looked for other people who were offering what I was offering. There weren't any. And we then got the client to sign a deal that allowed me to be able to start my business. And I was, being able to make some money from that business, but also from my job. So that's kind of what gave me an advantage in terms of my finances, right? And let's be honest, it's sometimes much easier to follow the financial rules when you've got disposable income. So if you've got more money than what you actually need on a monthly basis, chances are you will budget, you will spend less than you make. So that really is what helped me a lot. Look, I could have made other choices. I could have bought the first expensive car I could find. I could have splurged. I could have done a whole lot of things, but it did help that I came from... I am a plus yappy. I come from the village and I had no taste. I had no acquired tongue. So I still ate the food I ate. And also a lot of people don't know this, but I didn't go to Sandton for the first, I think 4 years of me being in Johannesburg. I was just like, I'm not going to go to Sandton. I can't afford to be in Sandton. I can't afford the things that are there. I'm not even going to put myself in that situation. So I guess that also really helped me. I also write about this in the book, so you will see it there. But yeah, so that's how I started the business. When I realized that more people were interested, I then became the financial bunny. And I didn't have a knowledge. Where it really started from, where it became about consumer financial education, was after I tried to buy a house, and then I got... I don't want to say scammed, but because I didn't know, I lost money. I tried to buy a house that was way above my means, and the bank wanted to give me a loan, but because the bond originator had lied on my application, so I had to try and find a way to get out of that. And unfortunately, it had to be settled out of court. And because I didn't know, because of the lack of know, that's why I started Financial Bunny, because I was like, Jesus Christ, most of us don't know. Like, even now, there are things that I find out and I'm like, hey, what? Say that again? Because nobody is there to teach us. So you kind of like in the school of hard knocks, and all your lessons, all your know or your knowledge comes from lessons. And sometimes those lessons are hard, So I guess, yeah, that's how I started. It was actually supposed to be just a platform where we speak about money, speak about things that we learn, share information. And I think the Facebook page is really that, we all get an opportunity to weigh in on certain things. And yeah, it's been a great learning curve. You will see that some of the things that I say now are things that I totally against when I started this platform. Things like debt. And remember, I had just come out of debt. So when you are coming out of debt, you are scared, you are panicky, you have just overcome this big struggle. And now you can't go around telling people, no, you must take things on credit, right? But now that I've learned a little bit more about debt, and I've gotten to understand, I've spoken to people that have gone through debt, I'm like, actually, you can get debt for certain things, things like productive assets assets like buying property on debt, or getting an education using a student loan, or taking some money to fund a business that you know the projections show you that you will make your money back and you'll be able to break even in a very less time. So there are things that you can take debt for, and only now can I make peace with the fact that, okay, yes, I'm agreeing with those things. So yeah, it's been a great thing. Have I been able to take some friends with? Here's the funny thing: some of my friends and family don't watch my videos. It's very important for me to say that, and I don't know why, but how I know that they don't watch my videos is because the financial troubles that they have and come to talk to me about are things that I've already addressed in my videos. Now I'm just sitting there thinking, had you watched my video last week, you would not be in this problem. But there are those who obviously watch and support me, and I know it because they will like make comments and tell me, ooh, that was a good video, ooh, that was a whack ass video, ooh, you shouldn't have said that, ooh, you are oversharing here and there. So yeah, have I been able to take them with me? Yes. The lady who's going to be doing financial psychology at the Financial Bunny Gym, she was my best friend in high school. Her name is Clementine. You guys will love her. Oh my god, Clementine and I used to steal, guys. So oh, am I like confessing to a crime? Anyway, we stole in high school. It doesn't count. It cancelled out. All the good things that I've done after high school have cancelled it out. So what we used to do is in the middle of the night, like at 2 a.m. so, you know, we would wake up and then we'd close our eyes and do like the sleepwalking thing. We'll go and walk into people's rooms and steal like their Nesquik or their noodles. Clementine. This was Clementine's fault. It can't be me. I'm definitely not the mastermind here, guys. And you guys know, Gucci, I'm a good person, so it can't be me, right? So yeah, she's going to be doing the Financial Bunny psychology for us. My sister is the one who set up my financial gym, the gym itself. She did all the sourcing of the furniture, all that stuff, and doing the decor because I want it done very quickly. So she was like, listen, I'm not doing any work right now in terms of my fashion design. I've got a creative flair, let me help you out. And I was like, short, but you've got to bill me. She's like, no problem. We agreed on a rate and Bob's your uncle. Then I needed specific furniture, and I couldn't find it in the shops. She couldn't find it in the shops, and she was like, listen, actually, let's find someone who can custom make it. And my brother-in-law then custom made my furniture in the gym. So again, he billed me Bob's your uncle. And then my content is sometimes done by my friends, or my little sister, my baby sister does my content. So yeah, I do try that. If I need a service provider, I first start with my family and friends, and then I look at everybody else outside who's got the expertise. And then how receptive are they? What's your life vision? My life vision is start, guys. Start. Try anything and everything. Okay? Guys, me in 2 years I could be a doctor. You don't know. I could be a doctor. Try everything. Yay. Radio host. I'm in. I really believe that you can do whatever it is that you want, and you don't have to do what you studied. You can zama and try. Why not? You know what I mean? Like, live a different life. You can't be the same Nicolette throughout the 50, 60 years that you're going to be here on earth doing the same thing routinely. No, I'll go crazy. So me, I don't mind trying anything. So I'm just like, whatever. Let's do it. We're in it. Let's do it. So that's my life thingy. My mom always says, yay, that one, Nicolette will rob you out of anything because she'll make you believe she can do anything, and I can. Read enough material, practice. You are going to be fine. Okay, how do you balance creating a second income stream and paying off your debt? So, or do you do one of them at a time? No, so when I was in debt, now I'm not really in debt. I've got debts. So I've got like my home loans. Those are my only debts. How was I doing it when I had debt? I had credit card debt. I also had loan debts. I think between 2013, 14, 15, I think. What I was doing is I was getting additional income streams. So one of them was my Avon, right? So whenever my clients were paying me for the products, I would give them the account for my loans, and they would pay directly. So it's something similar that I did with one of my mentees. Well, she wasn't my mentee really. She was a girl that wanted to work with me, and I said to her, and she had a school debt, and I said to her, I'm not going to pay your salary. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pay directly into your school. And and we paid off her Monash degree, and now she's working and she's earning lots of money, and it was a sacrifice that she had to make, so that's my belief. You see how like the government has got like a main purse, and when we pay, the money goes into the main purse, and then we don't know how it gets distributed to your education, social grants, all those things. I didn't want to be the government, so I was like, you know what, I'd rather just pay directly, because if it goes into my bank account, the chances of it coming out and going into the right debt, very slim, because at that time I was into vodka and lime or vodka and Red Bull. I didn't trust myself, guys. I didn't trust myself at all. So I was like, put that money where it needs to go. Anyway, so I guess it's a choice that you need to make as a person. Do you have enough discipline that if the money goes into your main bank account, you will be able to pay off your debts? And I think also remember that money that is your additional income stream need to have purpose. You can't just have additional income stream because people are saying you can't live on one additional income stream, or you can't live on one income stream. You can live on one income stream if you've got no reason to have additional income streams. So if you're going to add income streams, make sure that they've got a purpose and they are for a specific reason. That's the only way you're going to get it right. Anyway, so let's move on because this video is becoming very long. Did you buy your first house based on location or size? Nah, I just bought it. I told you guys the story. I just had no strategy. I bought it because I was told that you gotta buy a house before a car, and yeah, that was it. How many income streams do you have currently? How many income streams do I have? So I get paid by TV for Daily Theatre. I get paid by YouTube. So YouTube is two ways. I get paid by YouTube directly, and then I get paid by brands to use my YouTube channel. Then I get paid for campaigns, so to use my social media, my Facebook and my Twitter to push out campaigns. And then I get paid by Facebook directly, and then I get paid rental income, and then I get paid dividends because I've got shares that pay. I only invest in things that are going to give me an income. So there's an approach. I'm the type of investor that I am is because there's another question here that says what type of an investor are you? I am an income investor. I don't believe in investing in things that I have to wait for maturity before I make any money. So me, I believe, my friend, if I'm investing right now, there must be some money that's coming out right now, but whatever I'm investing in must also grow and appreciate in value. So yeah, so if I'm gonna invest in shares, they've got to be dividend paying shares. If not, masieke. No, I'm not going to wait until I'm like 30. I mean, like, I am 30. I'm not going to wait until I'm like 50, 60 in my retirement to be able to cash in on my investments. No, I don't believe in that. So I believe in income investing. And so yeah, so I also run a business. I run a media buying agency, so I also get an income from my media buying agency. What else? Others I can't remember. Oh, I do voiceover work. Oh yes, and then also I'm a beauty ambassador for Avon. So I do that. I use my face and my teeth. Oh yes, somebody asked me if Invisalign was, they asked if my Invisaligns were an investment. Yes, 86,000 Rand was their big investment into my teeth and my beauty. So it was very important for me because people really teased me, guys. The thing is, people will say to you, I don't see anything wrong with your teeth. Yeah, I do. They are my teeth. They're in my mouth. I can feel their skew. Don't come tell me just say, Guti, you don't think there's anything wrong with skew teeth, but don't say you don't see anything wrong with my teeth, because that's a big lie. So I put in 86,000 Rand into my mouth, and I'm really happy about it because it's been worth it. My doctor has been absolutely amazing. I think I got even more value from him than amount I paid. And then over and above that, really, like, it's worked. I got a beauty ambassadorship. I know they didn't give it to me because of my looks, but look, I'm happy. That's it. What do you think about the concept of energetically a person can block money because of, yes, you can block money because of past traumas. That's why we've introduced financial psychology as part of the offering at the Financial Bunny Gym, purely because I believe that psychologically a lot of us can block our potential to make more money or to be able to create wealth based on financial biases. There's certain things that we believe about finance, or a certain way we see people that have money because of past trauma, or just simply the way you were raised. it. So I do believe that there is energies that we do need to unlock for us to be able to create wealth and be able to put together your own wealth architecture. Because remember, our wealth architectures are very different because we're different people. We vibrate with different energies. We also attract different types of people and different energies. So for instance, if I look at some of the opportunities that I've had to make money, it really has been because of my energy and the people that I attract and bring into my circle and people that believe in what I do. So I definitely believe in that. Referral in Dr. Skeepers for the Invisalign, Dr. Skeepers at Dainfin Dental. The last two questions: are you still with Bay? If not, what happened? Did you guys have different financial lanes? Am I still with Bay? No. So, and I'm assuming when you talk about Bay, you guys are talking about Tabang. No, Tabang and I are no longer together, but we are very good friends. We're not in a relationship per se, but no, we definitely did not have different financial lanes. We had different financial lanes in terms of what type of work we did and how we got paid, but he's a young bachelor, he's got no children, you know, he works for the bank, he's a qualified chartered accountant. So no, we're definitely in the same finance, but also our financial lanes were the same because we think about money the same. He works for a bank, he's an accountant, and I'm not saying that all accountants think the way he does, because he's got quite a mature way of thinking about money. So yeah, we had the same money acumen. We argued about a couple of things here and there when it comes to money and how you handle money. I do believe Guti, he's a little frugal. I was the spender in our relationship, but I was the money maker. I believed in making more money. He believed in preserving the money and actually growing our money. So that's the difference. So for instance, I always tell people that I don't have financial goals first. I tried it this year. It was the first time I'm trying to have financial goals. How I generally work is that I will make money first, and then I will say, okay, now that I've got enough money, this type of a car can become a financial goal. Whereas he works the other way around. He's like, listen, we need this amount of money, so how do we make sure that we can organize our lives so that we make this money? So I already have the financial runway, and then only do I decide on my journey. He says, we've got a journey, and now let's decide on how we're going to create that financial runway. The last question is, what type of an investor are you? As I said, I'm an income investor. I believe that you don't need to wait until your retirement days for you to be able to enjoy your money. Can you imagine in your retirement years, that's when you make your money and you are rich, and then you die? Or you're miserable. Because now you're not as active, you can't travel anymore. Or what happens if there's corona and then there's a travel ban? I die. So I genuinely believe in being an income investor. I am a very diversified investor. I don't put my eggs all in one basket. I also believe in proper asset allocation, different assets at different times. So I've got property, I've got assets, I've got property, I have bonds, I have commodities, I have mutual and government and retail bonds, I have ETFs, I have unit trusts, I have individual stock that I've invested in. I'm about to invest in food, so I'm going to be investing in avocados, lychees, mangoes, oranges. I'm going to be investing in pigs. So I'm that investor. I'll invest in anything, and I'm also going to be investing in tech. So I want to buy entertainment technology, so your staging, lighting, staging, sound, and all that stuff, because that stuff brings you money. Yeah. And then I invest in people. I really want to see everybody doing well. That's part of my wealth architecture. I am a solutionist. I believe that you need to bring solutions to the world for the world to be able to respond to you. So yeah, that is my get to know me tag, the financial version. Bye guys.